This is my response to M64bros on the real reason why Nintendo is suing yuzu emulator. There we go. So I looked around on this situation with yuzu versus Nintendo. All I'm going to say to the fact is this situation is mostly taken out of context, first of all. Second of all, people are taking it way too far with Nintendo. Basically saying stuff like, oh, Nintendo is evil and they need to go out of business. And it's honestly ridiculous at this point. Like, you're going to go that far to despise a company? You know, there's a difference between constructive criticism and making judgment calls. And I am not a fan of people blatantly judging corporations and people for their actions, basically. Don't get me wrong. I don't agree with Nintendo going after emulated sites and taking them down. I think we need to find a way to preserve video games that can't be legally bought and played anymore. This situation with the yuzu emulator is a lot different because the site in question is actually making profit off of emulating these games. And to me, in my honest opinion, and I just want to preface this, I'm not a lawyer. How I feel is if you're just emulating Nintendo Switch games, it's basically piracy and it's stealing. That's my opinion on it. If you legally purchase Nintendo games and want to back them up, hey, whatever floats your boat. But this whole toxic justification on preservation is getting way too out of hand. So I will play M64bros video and I will respond to it.
Hey folks, it's me, M64bros, and I've heard about the Nintendo Switch emulator situation, and to be completely honest, I have absolutely no interest in it, and I'm not interested in caring about it. Also, I know some people will disagree with me on this, but I find this whole gaming preservation argument and discussion a bit stupid and pathetic if you ask me. I mean, if you want to play your old school video games, just get a retro pocket. It's not that hard. Or even hell, play some of the games on your Android smartphone or Steam Deck or any other device you like. Even if the Switch emulator itself gets deleted or if it still stays on the internet, you can still play a bunch of countless Nintendo games on it with a whole bunch of emulators for you to like. Also, yes, I do emulate and pirate Nintendo games, but I always have the original copy with me just to play it safe. However, the only difference is I don't do it in a toxic way while harassing people for being excited for a future Nintendo game that people are looking forward to. Or even that one quote that a lot of complainers like to complain about as well. But M64bros, pirating Nintendo games...
Don't you dare finish that sentence.
I mimic exactly what M64bros is saying. There's criticism and there's making toxic judgmental calls against Nintendo because that's what people are doing online and saying, fuck you, Nintendo, I hope they go out of business. You know, the same toxic rhetoric garbage you hear online throughout the YouTube community. I just don't understand the amount of negativity and basically lambasting a corporation because they decide to go after a emulated site that is making money off of this. It just baffles the hell out of me that people are hiding behind certain strawman arguments to basically shove their narrative down people's throats. That's how I feel about the situation anyway.
Don't do it. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I get that quote, it's funny, but I'm really starting to get absolutely sick of it, and it's really starting to get annoying at this point. Before I even proceed, no, I'm not a Nintendo bootlicker or dick rider. I'm aware that Nintendo has some flaws and the stuff I don't like, especially with the 3DS and the Wii U online closure, but the whole toxicity and the hate train has become extremely toxic ever since, and I can even see why a lot of people are absolutely sick of the situation as well. I also own a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox Series S with a LED screen, along with a PC and a Steam Deck as well. Here's the thing though, just because I have a red and black Mario OC on my profile picture, it doesn't mean I do Nintendo videos all the time. I also do other stuff like Spider-Man, Transformers, VR chat, and a whole lot more. And I also do a ton of PC gaming as well, so I'm pretty much all for. I just wanted to get that part out of my chest just to 100% confirm to everyone I am not like Herman Smith, and I never will be.
This is why I don't like the modern internet. There used to be a time where everything was done. Basically, we were civilized about it. Now it's just either people throw out personal insults or judge people for what they did several years ago, or is just getting angry and frustrated over something that was taken out of context, basically. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna play for now. On my end, I'll continue to let M64bros comment on his video. So take it away.
Or I treat Nintendo like a god, considering the fact that the console wars don't exist and Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox are pretty much best buds. And I'm basically all three nowadays, especially with PC. So I just want to let you guys know I am 100% not a Nintendo fanboy or a dick rider, and I never will be. I like video games and I like consoles and PC gaming. Other than that, let's proceed with the topic. While I was looking up the internet for more information, I saw this one guy post the real reason why Nintendo is actually shutting down the emulator. He even responded to other people saying, doesn't matter if it's to support or not, still, making money off an emulator that plays new games through piracy. There were also other information saying something about Tears of the Kingdom, people were playing the game one day before its release.
What?
Even though the emulator was for free, it's still unnecessary for the people behind the scenes to make money off it, which explains the real reason why Nintendo is actually shutting down the emulator. I still find it a stupid, laughable embarrassment that a bunch of people always tend to point the finger at Nintendo and jump straight to conclusions without thinking for a moment or looking at any documents fully. No wonder a lot of people are absolutely sick of the negativity, hate situation. By the end of the day, and like I said, I emulate Nintendo games, I play Nintendo games on Switch hardware, I'm on both sides, but the whole toxic situation isn't really necessary. Other than that, hope you guys like this video.